talk more into you guys, Shun here, and already I could tell that it's gonna be not a good game of ain't. Did I start it off by saying, oh fuck guy, this dude goes whoa. Huh. Is that a Street Fighter reference from the fucking fuck dude? I guess he's referring to what I'm saying, everyone on the main wall. What? How was that a Street Fighter reference? No, it's not a Street Fighter reference, god damn it. God damn it. It's my YouTube name, damn it. Not a Street Fighter reference, god damn it. It's my YouTube name for YouTube. Well, what? It was Shun to Ken at one point, but I changed it down to Jet Shun. Figured that'd be easier. Oh, and a dodge. What for people in dodging? My boy! Ugh, gonna pause. I'll be back when we're back into a queue. There we go, we're back. I don't mind brand support. I would prefer an engaged support, but at least it's a support that applies a lot of pressure in lane. Hopefully the player will actually, you know. He's gonna ban his own champion.
More of a dog person, huh?
He was hovering it, but then he banned it. What? So I'm gonna ban Yumi. I recommend if you're an ADC player to probably do it, because Yumi and Toloku are not a good idea. Why did the support ban his own champ? Did he think he was locking in his champ or something? Cause it's so, he doesn't play draft or rank rank. He doesn't know how that system works. So he's gonna go fiddle support now. I don't rate fiddle support. I think it's trash, but whatever. Oh, that dude's annoying. He's a child, you can tell. When do kids go back to school? Somebody tell me, I need to know. Because holy shit. This is annoying, having little children in my fucking queue. These freaking edgy, cringy, freaking young teens and fucking kids. It's like, ugh, hate it.
I can never resist an invitation.
You know, I'm playing. At that time, you think people would be in the class, would be at school and in class by now. If I'm not mistaken, class school starts at 8 o'clock. So you think at 9 o'clock people would be in class. But no, apparently this child is playing in League of Legends. Drive, I sound a little sick here, because I am a little sick. Yeah. Alright, let's get this party started. Probably gonna be a lot. I've never once had a decent Shaco. The Shaco on my team always trash, or the Shaco the enemy team gets is always god tier. I don't know why that is how it goes, but that's just how it goes. So I might start doing these loading screen stats and stuff, pulling up League of Grass for this, for you guys to see. I might start doing that. 'Cause right now I just do it on my phone. But I may actually start doing it on here for you guys to see. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see. The guy played. Yeah, he's the one Trish Shaco for sure. And this is a Smurf account, by the way. Royal Shaco. There's no way the guy knew about Shaco before first playing League. So there's no way that it's his normal name or his first account or anything like that. So he literally a one Trish Shaco. Who's made a Smurf account for some reason and he plays nothing but Shaco on it. Okay. Interesting. Played a lot of Fits, played a lot of that. Doesn't play really much Fiddle. I'm curious, did he play a lot of Brand and he accidentally banned a champion thinking he was locking it in? I don't know. That guy doesn't really play Bird. He played quite a bit of Jin. Doesn't really play Outro. Stereotypical Doku out. Doesn't really play Yi. Doesn't really play Kled. So he's looking at someone freaking tier list going, oh, they rate Kled as the most broken top laner? Well, I'm auto at the top. I guess I'm gonna play Kled. Nah, don't do that. It doesn't matter how broken the champion kit is. If you have no idea what you're doing on the champion, then you ain't doing well. Like, for example, into a Mordecai, you should not be taking teleport. That guy should not be taking teleport into a Kled, though. But he is for some reason. Torture, is that what people take second on him? I thought people took inspiration or something. No, bone plating, like bone plating or inspiration or something like that. But apparently no. Apparently it's torture. I don't know. People have weird things they do. I show people use torture on ADC. So,
an ordinary girl with an infinite supply of.
By the way, you guys want to hear my opinion on Targaryen? I think I gave it in the "We Did It" video. We got the new tin, so I think I said in there. My opinion on the tins is really high. I love them. I do kind of wish that they were normal Targaryens. But at the same time, I think overall the tins look really good. The sound effects are really good. The animations are really smooth. I just really like the tins. I wouldn't have minded if they were regular Targaryens, because then, you know. But nonetheless, I think overall it was a pretty good job they did. Nico tin ain't bad. Nico character model in general is hard to utilize well. So he looks like he's going to red. That means we can just go to lane. No, blue, I mean. Blue. Ugh. First thing in the morning, man. It's first thing in the morning. I literally just got out of bed like 5 minutes ago.
Minions have spawned.
Usually I do a warm-up game, but I just thought, why not? So Duck have a Jin. Interesting. Electrocute Bird. Interesting. Fid with Aftershock. Okay. Interesting.
Rebellion puts the fire in my blood.
Doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba Agent P. Go Q. Give it a little bit. Make sure they don't know where the jungle is. Alright, I'll come out now. Don't know why he's paying me. Staying back because I don't want them getting vids and knowing where the roughly where the jungle is started. We need to have better presence than that. Baron had so much better presence.
Ha!
Oh my god, that didn't kill me.
Gotcha!
Oh my god, did he really just die? Did he really
Sabotage
just die?
takes patience and time, and lots of feather daggers.
An ally has been slain.
That's what I'm talking about! Just got a 1v2 kill, man. Oh, I hate that support. Oh, I hate that support so much.
Victors are the sole authors of history. Time to write
Don't
our chapter.
damage minions. Leave them for me.
Eyeball in the grass.
Sleep top. Oh my god. That dude made it impossible to get top shoving the wave. Trying to get ahead on Tiet, dumbass. I'll stay a little longer. I think I can. Don't really want to back. he got back to lane, he's already out. I will admit, Fiddle does a lot of damage, surprisingly. Dude, you don't want to stay in there. The bird still roaming randomly. Oh my god. Couldn't flash in time. Oh, and Fiddle took that kill too. When Jin, youch.
Ooh, I wasn't finished with these fools yet.
Enemy killing spree. An
Youch.
enemy has been slain.
What the heck? I deserve it.
And this dude like 0-2-0 against Yautro. Fizz is about to beat Yautro early, so I don't know how you're losing that.
They
hard,
say
man.
I don't
You're
know when to
fucking
quit.
Fizz.
Like that's a weakness.
Nothing you have is a projectile, if I'm not mistaken. So like, why are you struggling so much? Here's my
An ally
support.
has been slain.
Should all be back.
Oops, you're bad.
Enemy rampage. An enemy is unstoppable. Killing spree.
Ha!
Shut down.
Feathers fly!
You're dead. What was that gang from you?
I will rest when our homelands are restored. Ha!
What would he doing? Put it back. And they gave me a blue buff, by the way.
Bored
So,
now.
thank G for the blue.
But how much does it cost for me?
How do you keep dying? Oh my god. Buy armor. Is he rushing a Banshee's Veil against a Yautro? That's what it looks like he's doing right now. You don't do that into a Yautro. So, this Shaco one trick isn't a very good one trick.
Ionia's metal
He played nothing but
birthed our
Shaco.
rebellion.
He had 500 million mastery points, and he's feeding a lot. Doesn't it fit have like a shit ton of fit game too? Really? You're gonna cheat me?
This is ambush territory.
Jeez. I will admit, Fiddle support can be quite annoying to deal with. Fiddle actually, you know, that Fiddle thing.
Enemy has been slain.
Finally, they're killing that dude. Had a 3-man him though. He got it. Cool. I don't think ganking this lane is really optimal.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Talking to anybody about anything is never gonna last.
There we go. Get back. Get back. Are you kidding me? Fiddle.
An ally has been slain.
Not paying attention. Yeah, he ulted that. Oh, yep. Right. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say that. Got the kill. Yeah, that dude should not stayed on the tower like that. He's doing better than his support, than his ADC, to be honest. Bot lane going fine. His Fiddle playing pretty decent.
Where did you get all these wonderful
So,
things?
can't argue. Fiddle ain't playing bad. Haven't take the tower yet, but ooh, he's going for my control ward. Alright, I'll go for a control ward.
Compromise is so unsatisfying.
Be careful about that, dude. Don't read for a control ward. It ain't worth it. Luckily, they didn't stop ya. That could have been bad. So yeah, that dude had a terrible lane. That Jin. He's a little behind on farm. Being aware of the enemy to make sure he's aware that.
Talking to people makes me want to
Oh my
stab
god,
them.
this poor dude.
So I do.
His lane's been completely drued. Dude, I'm here.
Turret plating will
You think I'm not gonna be here? Oh, I accidentally ulted.
Now that is what I like to see.
I'm gonna have to play safe. That's all. I'm going to pull my E. I might end up hitting my ult. That sucks. And I didn't get the kill. So that ult was not worth it.
Enemy has been slain.
What? Okay.
An ally has been slain.
Don't think that would be worth it.
Shut down.
And they won't be needing that anymore.
Yeah, to it. Trying to 5-tech it before I have my ult back good.
I'm going now. Where?
Doing fine. Doing
Anywhere
fine.
not
Jungle
here.
coming back.
That's
Mid lane
weird.
into. Oh, you went for Tony. Good. I thought I was watching like a Banshees, and I'm like, say like what?
I want to buy all the things.
So we're still recovering into an area. I can grab that. That'll help. Be careful. There's nowhere I can really rotate into. I think I might just say bot. Can't really rotate anywhere. At least do so safely. The towers are
An
down
enemy
everywhere.
has been slain.
I'll try to come here and help them though.
Your turret has
We
been
Xayah are only half of our full glory.
Behind me, stay behind me. I can take the hit. Go. I'll get him out of danger. Fiddle went a little deep for that. Don't think we need to snipe that. Did you try to smite that away from me, dude? Really?
has destroyed.
Yeah, you don't want to take that, bud. Pretty strong.
Ally has been slain.
Yeah, the Dialco isn't that good now. Dying a lot and not really killing anymore. Need to spend my
Bored
gold.
now.
I can go rapid fire the game. If he's fit to trying to come back, KDA Wyatt at least. But he's overtaking her. He's gonna die. You can tell.
Is this ethically sourced?
Overstay. Go, man. My fucking bot lane dominator gonna send you to hell. Something. Careful. Should be forced in something. Shaco could save, but he's gonna leave, which is bad.
Our Vestayan essence fades with each passing day.
Oh.
Such paltry blows.
Really, dude? Probably could have took that turtle 2 seconds beforehand. Come on, homie. Don't go on the tower, dummy. We don't have the strength for a dive. Can't take it. We'll get out of here now. That's the way, baby! That is the fucking way! I'm gonna carry this fucking weak ass team, baby! Dude losing lane hurt to the outro when he should be winning it hurt. Well, guess what? Now we turned it around and KDA's looking pretty good now.
Hook me up with that magical creature discount?
Baby! That's what I'm talking about. Oh! This is what a winning bot lane can do. I don't know why he's going that. He should really be going Rayleigh. Maybe to Atonia, but...
Ionia's meddling birthed our rebellion.
Yeah, that was his forced flash. He was pretty much dead if he didn't. Dude, you don't want to fuck with me.
Feathers fly!
What? I didn't flash away? Oh, he got so bad. Whatever. Don't know why he's going in basically alone when no Vits and... That really didn't heal. Somehow I died. Don't know how. It's all that. Well, actually, undo. I don't know. It wouldn't give me enough gold. Really trying to take that tower. He shouldn't be so out alone like that, though. You be careful. Let them know I'm coming on my way.
Has destroyed a turret.
Careful. Wait for the team.
Chaos is the preferred state of nature.
Sure. Yep, that's Yautro falling off. Look at it. He went from like fed to not so fed. He's keep dying now. He's building him I guess we are I'm the only source of AD the team has, so. But Mota AP would do pretty bad in the early game. And he's going AD, not AP, so I don't know.
Sit down!
Nope.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Nope. What none of that. Yeah, we got him.
I never walk into a trap unprepared.
Done. Fed,
I'm going
fed,
now.
Play done.
Where?
You'll be alone.
Anywhere not here.
No, up.
That's where. This is overpriced, but I must
Shut
have
down.
it.
That's why. I get Legend weak, but you're very weak and very trishy.
Dominating.
You need a Tonya. So they're all AD. The only AP can be that Bud, and he isn't even building AP. He's building tank at that point. Which I don't know why he's building Irma when it's most of the AP comp. Now I get that Shaco building AD, but his damage type is magic.
I'll do whatever needs to be done. Twice. Just to be sure.
Yeah, get some bitten in the jungle. I want to go for that inhib. Hoping that I'm going there. I do a lot of damage to that thing. No, we shouldn't Baron.
Executed.
Feathers fly! Nope.
No.
If our existence is everyone else's chaos, so be it.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, that's pretty much over. Kill him. Yeah, we're just getting out of there. We can't fight that dude. Cloud was on me. Just run.
Double kill.
Overtake.
Triple kill. An ally has been slain.
Oh, dude, overtake on our pet. Back in, okay. Oh, I missed that. Fit. You not have abilities apparently? Does he not have abilities? Apparently, Fit doesn't have abilities. Apparently, nothing but melee. Why did Shaco go back in? Why did Fit not come in immediately? Like, I can kill the guy. We can kill him. He had no armor. And only a tiny bit of AP. I mean. The team is dysfunctional. Ward shouldn't have gone in alone. Fiddle should have just ran when we wanted to run. Did that give me enough? Yeah. Didn't give me
Oh,
enough.
I wasn't
Not
finished
quite.
with these fools yet.
We'll undo it for now. We'll hold it. Ugh. Team sometime, dude. Like, don't know why people going alone. They think they're now 1v5 machine.
All women desire a Khan. Like they'd know what to do with him.
Oh, he's doing it for me.
Feathers fly!
Oh my god, I can't get him off me. Peel, damn it. No one wants to peel for the EDT. Why did nobody peel? Like, what the fuck? Peel!
Your turret has been destroyed.
Nobody's peeling!
An enemy has been slain.
This is the frustrated with low elo. No one knows how to play the game at all.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Just go Baron. That gives us pressure.
Oh, I was warned about those
Now they just want to fight and we're gonna die. Alright, I guess we can end off that enemy bot. They should have tried to fight under the turret at that point, but they didn't.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I prefer to work at night. Fun, right? Yuck.
Yeah, it's over. Jeez. That was frustrating. Kled should not have been allowed to get right on top of me like that. And when he did, they should have peeled him off. But they didn't, and it was frustrating. And no, why did he like tower dive me? Like, dude, you do realize I'm not the only one with strength, so even if you kill me, I got teammates that will kill you. I guess Phil, he was playing lane fine. Yo! I got the Vein Summoner icon! I don't care though, it's a fucking Kiana! I don't care about Kiana. So yeah, the penguin guy being right. Okay, so what he the one telling people? I don't know. If he were telling people to off themselves, then yeah. What did the most? What? Or second most in the game? Like what? Don't know. Don't care, I guess. I don't think I would have gone Scimitar. Mordecai, it's okay, yeah. But even if he ults you, it's like, you, at the time, for a while, you were really fed. You would have been fine if he ulted you. You would have just killed him, to be honest. Maybe Fiddle? Oh, I don't fucking know at that point, dude. Interesting game to say the least. How long was that video? 40 minutes. Oh, God. God damn it. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear me, but, yeah. There we go. Okay, got it back. I don't know what happened there. Kind of disappeared from my hub and my screen altogether. So, yeah, not a bad game. Really annoying how mid went. You know, rushing what appeared like, I don't know what that dude were doing. They were feeding Yautro earlier, which I'm like, oh god, Yautro, such a pain to deal with. Cause his wind wall just cuts me out of getting my feathers out. Yautro fell off though. He became irrelevant. Look at his KDA. He went from like 7-0 to 9-8. He died a lot. That's the issue with Yautro. Even if they do well in lane, it generally comes down to the lane opponent just being terrible. And then if they do well, they generally don't do shit. Oh god, dude, I love it. I love it. So yeah, that guy looked like he was gonna go fucking Brand, but then he didn't. I don't know what happened there, but his Fiddle was fine. I just don't rate Fiddle support that well. And the reason why it's like Fiddle as a champion is not relevant. Like, you have to do these really predictable plays and hope you're not invicted when you're turning them up, because you need to take an eternity to set your ult up and then hope they aren't aware of it. And hope they take cluster to be to make your ult really good. The team definitely need to learn how to peel. Because Kled got me multiple times, no peeling. That dude had reacted Tuna. He could have, like, we could have killed the Kled up at top lane. Neither one of us would have died, and he would have made up at least a little bit for the fact that Mordecai and Fiddle overstayed. You know, Fiddle overstayed, got killed. Fucking Mord then goes in and gets killed. If we managed to kill Kled, it would at least even it out a little bit. You know, we wouldn't have lost 2 for nothing, right? We would have at least taken 1 for 2. At least made it a little more worth it. Not so bad for us. It would have still been bad because it would have been an uneven trade, but Sinclair was the strongest guy, more or less, and the only one that at that point wasn't inting the game away. Yeah. So that Jin, he didn't have a great game. He shouldn't have gone for a item IE at that point. He was losing so hard. He should just went for, like, I don't know. I'm gonna imagine it's just item. Or at the very least bought like a chain vest to at least alleviate the physical damage. Maybe even a no magic man just to alleviate the damage he taken so he can stay in lane, because the moment he came back to lane he had to back because me and Fiddle were on him because his support wasn't there. By the way, don't play Brandon fucking low elo. Don't be a don't be a bird player. I mean, don't be a bird. Bird is hard to pull off in low elo because it just. But I don't know why he's building armor. If you look at this, it's like all magic damage. Even this guy's ability to do magic. He's building 80, but his ability to all do magic damage. So the only thing the armor's going to do is weaken the amount of his autos are going to do to you. That's it. It's going to make his autos hurt you less. That's it. And I don't know why he's building armor. Isn't it better just to build magic on him because you're ability champ and... I don't know. I'm not a Shaco player. I don't look up Shaco. I don't know what Shaco's build is. You guys let me know if that guy was building correctly or if he was building wrong. I have no clue. Yeah, Penguin is a freaking immature child. Shaco, immature child. So, yeah. Alright, so the Fiddle. Yeah, he played fine. Overtaking the bait got him killed, then Mord went in, got killed. It's like, well, let's try and even this out a little bit. If Fid had fall up, and for some reason he was just autoing. He wasn't even using his fucking abilities. It's like, dude, are you trying to loot up the game? Like, use your abilities. I know they're not on cooldown right now, dude. They don't have a 30-year cooldown. They have a little, like, 5-second cooldown, and I haven't seen you use your abilities in more than 5 seconds. Therefore, your abilities are up. Fucking use them. Dude, damn it. But whatever. Really annoying game. But we won it. Little by little, I'm climbing. Little by little. Little by little. Trying to climb. Will I ever reach gold? Cause, you know, that's the series goal. Climb to gold, after all. You know, it's called climb to gold. So the goal is to reach gold. Can I reach gold sometime this year? I'm running out of time to do so, but I think I'll make it. Maybe. Surprisingly, I did so little. I was playing more safe. I wasn't risking. These 3 right here that did more than me, they were risking a lot of the time. So they were getting more damage down because, because they're taking these more risky plays that we don't need to take. You know, but... they're able to put more damage down, but then they're dying more. For me, I would just try not to die. That was my entire goal. I had the lowest death amount in the game, I think. Yeah, even the Kled who got really fed died more than me. The Ouch who got really fed early died more than me. So yeah, I had the lowest death amount in the game. And that's just from not ritzing it. You don't have to constantly ritz it. Make good plays, make good calls, you know. Don't ritz it if you don't have to. That's the biggest thing about League. You don't have to constantly ritz it. Like, but whatever. We do our thing. 9-4-11. Not a lot of fun. Wasn't really a fun game. Some games you farm a lot, some you don't. This was more of a fight game. Wasn't really much about farming. Phil did take pretty large amount of farm for me in lane with his fucking Q, I think it was. The little crow. So yeah, it's annoying, but I got my 3 iron power plate, so from there, they're all AD except for Bird, and, you know, Bird isn't even building AP really at this point. He's building armor. I guess he's trying to make my damage less effective. But if you look at against the team comp, magic, pure magic, pure magic, pure magic. His ability to pure magic, but for some reason building AD. So yeah, probably not the best idea to build armor against us, because his autos are not something you should be afraid of. It's his ability, and his ability are magic damage. Therefore, you should probably build MR. But okay. And if anything, you should not be building a dead man plate on a bird. You should be building like a Tonya or a Zeke Convergence or something if you need armor. Something that's a bit more useful, but whatever. The Glenn was trying to throw away a game like he had a huge lead in lane because this guy didn't know what the fuck to do. Somehow everyone got out leveled. Like, I out leveled. Oh, actually, he out leveled me. What? I guess he was getting more total SP than me, because Bird was never with him half the time. So yeah, again, don't play Bird. Don't play him. He's a support that needs to roam constantly for Meep to be relevant to really make his ability. His abilities are not relevant unless he had a lot of Meeps. And the issue with that is you're leaving your ADC alone a lot, and you have to know when it's a good time to roam as a support in order to pull him off. And in low elo, you ain't gonna have that game knowledge. You probably don't have that knowledge. And even if you have the basic knowledge, you still don't know how to pull it off. So don't. Just use something that stays in lane and protect the ADT and help the ADT be strong, because there were so many instances where this bird should have been in the lane before the Jin, but he was off roaming, and we got vision of him roaming at time control ward of ours that we had in enemy jungle. And then we end up sending Jin back to base because we literally one-bang him because his support isn't here, so we play up and aggressive. Because even if the jungler comes, it would just be a 2v2 at that point. It wouldn't turn into a 3v2 because the support isn't in lane. He's far from lane right now, roaming for meeps. That's a big issue with the champion, but I don't think he's a great support to play. Especially not in solo queue, especially not in low elo. He's not a great option. You just better keep it trying the stage in lane. Trying the stage with ADT at all times. Again, I have a support that doesn't like staying with ADT. Like, that's every game. Like, you saw that, I think you saw the game, it was a Nautilus that, with a Kai'Sa, if I remember right. The Nautilus never left the Kai'Sa side at all. Not for even a millisecond. He was always with the Kai'Sa whenever he was alive. Whenever both him and Kai'Sa were alive, he was always with Kai'Sa. He never left her alone. I rarely get that type of support, unless I'm duoing. It's only when I duo. If I'm completely soloing, I never have it. But if I'm duoing with the support player, then I do. It's weird. It's very weird. As a support, like when I play support, I never leave the side ADC. I don't even roam. Like I think right now in a meta, like back in 9.2 before the item rework, I would say yes, roam whenever Pop was support, because the ADC is so irrelevant at that point in time. Like ADCs were just irrelevant champions at the time. They weren't really all that relevant. The most relevant lane would basically like mid and jungle, more or less. So it's like, yeah, roam mid, help the mid laner, get the mid laner ahead and stuff. But with the item rework for ADCs, making crit once again amazing, once again turning ADCs into monsters again, I would say roaming just for support just died. Like there's no more point in roaming as a support. Because mid, it's just not that relevant in the meta. Top, it's just completely irrelevant. You saw how Kled completely dominated top lane, right? They still lost the game. You saw how mid and the top lane completely dominated, right? what happened to them. They completely felt they lost. They lost the game. Even though the top lane got crazy fed. Our top laner was super weak. Look at him. His KDA is looking much better now. But before me and support left the bot lane, cause before we took the tower, these guys had horrendous. He's like 0-4 or something, like 0-5 or something like that. This guy was like 0-5 or something like that. They were doing terribly, right? This guy was doing meh, you know. He was doing meh. But then you look at in the other game, he was doing meh, right? He started getting better. He started doing better, but you look how that went, right? Well, bot lane went amazing, and we won. The only role that went well was support and ADC. Those are the only roles that went well in the other game, right? Every other role did terribly. Sorry that if I'm doing a lot of time, you guys are free to go. You don't have to listen to this stuff. But every other role did terribly. But then bot lane, the two bot lane roles did good, right? And we won. Our jungle did hit terribly in the early game. Our top lane fed like crazy. Our mid lane fed like crazy. The Shaco fed as well in the early game. But we won. Why? Because I'm the ADC and I did amazing. The support did amazing. Bot lane won hand down, and we didn't even need help from the jungler at all. He came bot multiple times, and it didn't even matter. We did fine. We even killed Yi every time he came down, and without us even dying. Like, neither one of us would die, but Yi would die. So, we were doing amazing. Like, Yi at that point should not have been ganking the lane. Like, he's in a spot where he can't do anything in the lane. We have too much CC. He's too vulnerable to it. Yeah, it was a great game, you know. Really great game from me and Fiddle and stuff, but, three people on the team fed like crazy, and it didn't even matter. Because bot lane is the only relevant role right now. Jungle is relevant because it allows you to secure buffs, which in turn makes the ADC stronger. Jungle, in my opinion, is nothing more than a make the ADC strong bot. That's all it is. That's all the jungler is. Okay? That's all the jungler is. It's a make ADC a strong possible bot. That's all you are, a jungler. You get things like Inferno, which will increase the damage of the ADC. You get things like Mountain that will help the ADC take towers quicker and objectives quicker. You take things like Cloud that help the ADC kiting. Cloud Drive literally does nothing but help the ADC kite. That's all it is. You get Ocean, which help the ADC stay around longer after a fight so they can continue doing the job. And then you come bot and help the ADC get fed early. Boom. That's all you do with jungler. That's all you need to be doing to win the game. If your ADC never gets strong, then you probably lose the game, as you saw here. The Jhin never got strong. He died 12 times, participated in 9 kills. He had less farm than me, less kill participated, died way more than me. And he only had 1 item. He hadn't even completed his 2nd item yet. And I already had 3. At that point, he should not have gone Berserker. You should have, when it became clear you were losing lane, he should have went for Tabby at his boots. And he should have went for early Tabby before he, like, on his first back, should have grabbed, like, cloth armor, and then worked to build, like, first item Ninja Tabby, simply to try and avoid dying any further. That's something I've done. I'll show you, for those who may not be aware. I do that sometimes myself. I myself will do that sometimes, because if lane is just going awkward, because normally it's not on me. Normally not on me when lane goes awkward. It's usually on my support just being horrific. And yet you're like, oh, but you had that game yesterday where you didn't have your support early for one. Yet when I don't have my support is AFK. I play knowing I don't have a support. Knowing I'm most likely 1v2 the entire lane, right? I'm not going to get help, most likely. So I'm just going to play like I'm 1v2, because I am. But when I have a support, I'm expecting something from the support player. So when the support player isn't delivering, it's hard for me to just play like I'm 1v2, because it's like, well, I'm not 1v2, I'm 2v2. I have a support. so I'm expecting him to do something, right? It's that mindset. You have a different mindset when you're supported actually there, but when you're supported AFK at level 1, you adopt a mindset of, okay, I'm alone, I'm just gonna play like, I'm gonna play as if I'm alone because I am. But when you have your support actually there, you're not able to really adopt that mindset, even if they're playing like trash, so you know, okay, it might as well be a 1v2 lane, so I need to adopt that type of mindset. It's kinda hard to, it really is. This was another example. This is an example of bad support player. This support player had no pressure in the lane. He's a Pyke. He had no pressure. This Nautilus, holy shit, I was terrified all lane phase. This Nautilus had tons of pressure. He was walking up to us, trying to melee us. He was walking up, trying to hook us. He was trying to ult us. He was constantly keeping pressure down. Right? But then you look at this one, yeah, KDA wide doesn't look terrible, right? But it does. This Pyke had no pressure in lane. He wasn't looking for hooks. He wasn't looking for the dash stun. He wasn't looking for autos. He wasn't looking for anything. He was just chilling back, applying no pressure at all. It's like I was 1v2 that entire lane. Sadly. And then every time I'm about to get a kill in lane, he would take the kill with his ult. Because maybe our jungler would come down, but he'd an asset, he gained a terrible. And he would feed a lane even more. He was just getting to the point of frustration. My mind just went, but he thought I went dabby. Why? To not die. To stop dying. I was trying to avoid dying. You look at the comp, AD, hybrid, but he's building AD. Quirky isn't, you know, gonna do a bit of attack damage to me, so mostly AD comp, right? Tabby's gonna be great. Auto attack champion, auto attack champion, auto attack champion, auto attack champion. So the passive on this, boom, block 12% of damage from baited attack. Boom! Amazing. It prevents me from dying. Second, I am PD. Why? Once again, it's a defensive item that does up your damage a small bit, not as crazy much as something like a rapid fire cannon, because rapid fire cannon damage is higher because it provides a passive that does damage, while these passives are just more of kiting and not dying passives. That's the thing about it. It's very frustrating when it's the type of support you have, one who doesn't apply pressure. You look at this game, holy shit, the Fiddle applied pressure. He was constantly trying to pressure the enemy bot lane. Constantly walking up for autos, for fears, for crows. Constantly keeping pressure down. He didn't care so much about if he ran out of mana. He just wanted to keep the pressure down as much as he could, because that's how you win bot lane. If you're the support is supposed to win the lane, the ADC is supposed to win the game. That's essentially how it goes. As a support, this is the analogy. Think of the support as a mother bear. And the ADC is a baby bear, a cub. Okay? That's the analogy. The baby bear ain't gonna do shit, right? The baby bear had no might. But the big mama bear, big mama bear is gonna kill everything, right? So a big mama bear, your job is to protect baby bear, right? That's what a mama bear do. So mama bear protect baby bear. Mama bear kill what want to kill baby bear. Baby bear grows up into big macho bear. Big macho bear then proceeds to try and kill everything, right? But mama bear is still there. Mama bear stays with big macho bear now. Mama bear looks at the big macho bear to make sure that big macho bear doesn't get stabbed in the back by an enemy, right? To make sure that big macho bear can keep doing his job. There you go. That's the analogy. As the support, you're the mama bear. You're going to win the lane. And you're going to protect the baby bear. The baby bear will grow into a big macho bear that will destroy everything. But the big macho bear still needs the mama bear. Because big macho bear, even though big mighty had tons of destructive power, is very easily taken down. So big macho bear needs mama still. Mama needs to keep big macho bear from being taken down. So big macho bear can keep killing things. That's basically the analogy between the support and ADC. Support needs to stay with the ADC and keep the ADC safe throughout the game. the ADC wins the game. The support wins the lane. Support job is to try and win the lane for the ADC. Because an ADC isn't going to win the lane on their own. They don't have the early enough power to do that. Right? They're designed for the late game, not the early game. ADC supports are given a lot of early damage, but low sailing, because their job is to win the lane. They don't need to sail up and damage. They don't need to one-shot things in the late game. They just need to help the ADC in the early game get the ADC ahead in the early game so the ADC can do the job. As support, you win the lane. ADC will then win the game. That's essentially what you want, right? That bird really wasn't applying pressure in the lane at all. He would constantly gone from the lane, getting meat at the wrong times, and then when he was in lane, it didn't feel like he was even there. Like, I wasn't afraid of bird at that point. Fiddle, holy shit, if I was a Jhin, I would have been terrified. So much pressure from him. When you get the support who applies pressure, you feel amazing as an ADC. But when your support is passive, doesn't look for anything, doesn't win you the lane, it feels terrible. Because as an ADC, you can't do that alone. You don't have the early enough damage for that. Right? If I remember, yeah, I think there's another game where I just had that awkward support. Yeah, it is. The Lion King dude. Holy shit, were they irrelevant. So again, I had to go Tabby at my boot. Second item, I had to go PD. Because I just had to try and minimize my deaths. Let's just say that person had no pressure in lane. It's like they didn't even touch in the lane phase. Oh, the KDA wise, they looked like they did relatively well. But in lane, you wouldn't have even been able to tell that they were there. Like, they were non-existent. It was pretty bad. This left support, holy shit, I felt like they were the support. I actually was kind of afraid of the left support to an extent. Not crazily, like in lane, yeah, they were applying a bit of pressure. So I was worried about her. My support, on the other hand, it's like they weren't even there. They had no pressure. They're an autofill support player playing Taraka. I don't recommend Taraka for autofill support. If you're autofill to the role, don't take some Trishy enchanter. You don't know how to play the role properly, so you probably won't be making full use of the kit, right? Okay, so don't play Trishy enchanter. Play big, bulky engage boy. Play Nautilus. ED at 5. There are no mechanics to that champion. You just need to know that your autos will cause immobilization. Your hook will yank you to them, causing a time. Your ult causes knock up. Your E causes flow area. That's it. If you know that, boom, you're good to go. And you can know that simply by giving a quick read, because the abilities are very, very little written on them, so they're very quick to read. If you know that, like, mechanically, the champion had no real mechanics. It's just game knowledge. And he's easy to pull off. Right? Or play a Blitzcrank. Very easy to pull off. Not much mechanic to the champion that you have to know. It's just game knowledge, really. Or play a fucking Leona. Not that tough of champion to pull off either. Not mechanically challenging. Just game knowledge. Right? The bulky, so they don't just get one banged. And on top of that, with a Taraka, it can be really hard to apply pressure. And Trishy Enchanter, unless you actually know the role and you actually know how to play the Enchanter, you probably won't. The enemy lane probably won't feel you even there. Your ADC will be like, where's my support? I don't have a support. That's what they're going to think, because you won't apply pressure. You won't be able to apply actual pressure on the enemy. Right? So it'll feel like you're not even there. But if you go down like a Nautilus, just the threat of the Nautilus in the lane, not even him doing anything, just him being in the lane, applied pressure. Because his lockdown in the other game is insane. At the earliest level fucking 2, he can lock you down for literally 8 seconds. His hook, his immobile, then his throw, buying you more time. It's like you literally can't do anything. But then he gets a W, so now he has his shield, making him even harder to kill. His aftershock makes him harder to kill. So does the bone plating. It's like, how do you deal with that? Just the fact he's in the lane applied pressure. But then if he starts actively doing stuff, holy shit, you feel like you lose lane at early level 1. That you lost lane at early level 1 simply by him applying pressure. So him just being in lane feels like being suffocated. Him doing stuff in the lane though, actively trying to do stuff, makes you feel like you lost at Earth level 1. That's how insane that champion is. It's why a lot of things like Pro Guide attain Nautilus is at plus tier. He's purely broken. Because out of every support, I feel like he's the most polarizing of all of them. Like, holy shit. It feels like you can't lane against it. And when you have it, even if the person isn't actively doing stuff, it still feels like they have good pressure in the lane. That's how polarizing of a support Nautilus is. So if you're autofilled, play Nautilus. Like, I would say unlock Nautilus as soon as you can. That way if you get autofilled, just go Nautilus. Like, holy shit, his pressure is insane. And if Nautilus is taken, just have a couple of these easy guys like Leona, Nautilus, Blitzcrank. If you have these 3 unlocked, then whenever you autofill to support, no matter what, you'll have a support you can play right out of the gate, easy peasy, and have plenty of pressure. And don't have to worry about fully knowing the role. You just don't really need to know the role. You just need to know that you need to let your ADC get the kill if you can. If it's not possible for them to get the kill without dying, then you take the kill to avoid them dying. Because it's better for you to get the kill than for them to die. But generally speaking, if they're not gonna, if you're positive they will not die. If it doesn't look like they're gonna die, then let them have the kill. Because it's more important for them to get the kill gold than you. As a support, you'll be fine with just the assist gold. It's better for the ADC to have the kill gold. But at times you will have to take the kill, because if you don't, the ADC will end up dead. And then probably not getting a kill anyway, because they died. And then you would end up getting the kill anyway, but then the ADC is dead, so you can't do anything. So there you go. Again, I did fine. I was up in the midst on my team, up in the mid tier, you know. You can do a lot of damage when you go tabby. Yeah, you don't have the extra tap speed, but sometimes survival is better than matching your damage. This was a game where I did fine. I think my support was pretty good. No, it's this support. Oh god. No, it was this support. This was another, I guess, autofill support time. It felt like they had no idea how to play the role. This is a common misconception between people who don't play support. Apparently, like, Soraka is who you play when you autofill. That's the misconception that people have. So when you get autofilled support, the person you play is Soraka. No, that is not the case. Do not play Soraka. You actually need to know the role, and you need to actually know Soraka to pull it off. Trishie and Janet are not what you play. But you play a big, bulky engager like Nautilus, Pike, Leona. Those are what you play. Not Thresh. Thresh is mechanical, very mechanical, and he does require you to have good game knowledge as a support. And as an autofill support, you won't have that knowledge, and you won't have the mechanics on him because you won't have actually played him enough to have the mechanics. So do not touch Thresh. But Leona, Leona, Blitz, and Nautilus. Those are what you play if you're autofilled. Because mechanically, there are no real mechanics you have to learn about them. All you need is game knowledge to play them. You need to know what the abilities do. That's it. All you need to know is just what the abilities do, and you're all good to go. The more easy, and because they're bulky, the more easy to pull off. Trishie things are harder to pull off than a bulky thing. A bulky thing is much easier because it'll take more to kill you, so you're not as easily blown up. But a Soraka, if any CC hits you once, you're just dead. You're just dead. That Morgana, holy shit, it felt like they were a fucking enemy support. For my support, it felt like they wasn't. Now, this game, yeah, I recognized real quick that my fucking Soraka was trash, my jungler was trash. They're playing a fucking Diana jungle. That's not really a thing. Her clear times were way too slow in the early game to pull that off. We had a bird top. I don't know why, but yeah, it felt like what? The Soraka felt like she wasn't even there. She was constantly hit by binds and getting blown up. And whenever Morgana would like walk into the side bush, Soraka would immediately run back to tower, and I'm just like, why? Literally just keep minions between you and her, and you are fine. This person had no game knowledge at all, had no clue how to play League at all, had no idea what any ability on any champion does. Because Morgana Q doesn't go through minions, and if she can't hit you with a Q, then she won't really do any damage at all to you. Because her W, even when you're really low health, does like no damage at all. even when she had a ton of AP. It's a Q you have to watch out for, because it'll keep you rooted for an eternity for a team to be able to kill you. And a Q is actually the ability that does damage from her that does damage. So yeah. Try that like after the game thing is really long. As I said, you're free to step over it, but I thought I'd make that point clear. This is something a lot of high elo players will tell you. If you don't know what every single ability of every single champion does, stay the heck out of ranked. You are not ready. The bare minimum game knowledge you need to start doing ranked, in their opinion, is the knowledge of what every ability for every champion does, what every passive on every champion does as well. So for example, you're not sure what that means. Do I need to know how long TT lasts? Do I need to know? No. Well, this is what they mean by it, okay? We're going to go into this ability. So, Reptile Grace. This is all you need to know about it. When early spell hit a champion 2 times within a short period, she briefly gained move speed. That's all you need to know. That's literally all you actually need to know to start doing ranked. Now what they say in order to climb, so that's just the bare minimum knowledge to do ranked, in their opinion. Without knowledge alone, it's not enough to climb though. You need more game knowledge than that to actually climb, but that's what they say is the bare minimum needed to actually do ranked. To actually start doing ranked. Orb of Detection. Early sent out and pulled back an orb, doing max damage on the way out and true damage on the way back. After earning several spell hits, a net orb hit will restore health. There you go. I release the 3 fast fires that lock on to an attack enemy nearby. Charm. You don't need no names either, you just need to know. Because, like, for example, if I throw to E in the early game, that's her, and admits it, that's her damage gone. That's your time to engage. But if you don't know what ability of her is her TT, and you think this is her TT, you're like, oh, she hasn't thrown her Q yet. She hasn't thrown her Q yet. She hasn't thrown her TT, or she hasn't thrown TT yet, so I can't engage on her. When in reality, this was thrown already. And this will be, and then this come back up before you engage on her. And then you see the, I don't know, the W come out and you think that's the TT. You're like, oh, her TT's gone. Boom! I can go on her. She EQs you and you're like, oh god! I got blown the fuck up! There you go. So you need to know what ability do. So this is her TT. Early dash it forward. If I faced someone in ranked that's an early before. And when I was reviewing the replay, I think I actually had that game actually up on my channel. If you want, I'll actually have to take a look, because I think I do, but I might not. I was reviewing the replay, and I think I was recording at the time. The enemy mid laner thought I had used my ult. No, not my ult. They thought when I used one dash of my ult, they thought I had used my flash. And then when I used the Tekken, and I didn't use the Tekken, so they thought my flash was down. It's like, and then when I use my E, they paint my ult was down. They're like, they think my E, they think my charm is my ult. And they think my ult is my flash. So they had no idea what any of my abilities were, right? No, wait. It was when I got my move speed. They thought my ult was a ult that gave move speed like severe or something. When they saw me trying to move really fast, they thought I used my ult. But that was actually just my passive proccing, my Reptile Grace. So they thought my one dash was flash, and they thought this was my ult. What? What I don't get. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't. So yeah, you need to know what every ability of every champion in the game does. What every path does as well. That way, when you run into them, you TI throw a chump. Like for example, you know what E does. You're like, oh, she missed a charm. That's a TT. I need to engage on her now and abuse her because she had so little damage in another game without her charm. Okay? There you go. If you know what every ability and passive of every champion in League does, then you know when to engage on them. Because you'll see what you'll know what everything does. You know what the TTs do. You see the TTs are down because they just used them. Boom, now you can fight them. Right? If you don't know that, then how are you supposed to do that? That's why they say that's the bare minimum game knowledge. That way, no matter what champion you run into, no matter what role it's on, you know what that champion is going to be doing. And you know where your windows are going to be. Because if you know that basic knowledge, then you basically open yourself up to know more game knowledge than that. Such as when to engage on champion. Well, on early, it's when her charm it down. Because that's when you can engage on her. Because you'll lose a lot of her early damage without her charm. On someone like a Garen, it would basically be when his E is down. On someone like Aurelia, it would be when her Sun is down. Jack, it would be when his E is down. Because when his E is not available to him, he won't be able to block your damage, and he won't be able to stun you. Against someone like... Let's see... Where is she? Against someone like Xayah. For her, it would be when her E is down. Her E or her W. If, at the very least, if her W is down, then a lot of her early attack speed is gone. But I would say make sure it's her E that's down. Because even without her W, Q and one auto will get her 3 feathers behind you. Which... even so much 3 feathers hitting you in the early game hurt quite a bit. You've got to see me do that to an ADC before and blown like half the health out. Just blown the health up big time because it does a lot of damage. It really can do quite a lot of damage. You don't need a lot of feathers out. Just Q auto E will take a lot of health off somebody, quite a decent amount. And it can be all it takes to turn a tide. You got seen gameplay against that Caitlyn a while back where literally, if she hadn't stood in my E, hadn't stood in line with a bunch of my feathers, she would have killed me and lived. But because she did, I was able to pull my E and kill her in a 1v1, even though she actually had more items than me. And with a higher level than me, simply because that's how much damage the E does. When you're in line with a ton of feathers, and they all hit ya, your health just disappears. When you're a Trishy champion like an ADC. To make it, or Trishy support, to make sure that you're careful about her E. Repress the feathers. When you see them down, don't stand here. Stand back here. That way the E don't hit you. Don't stand right here, because even standing right here in the middle of them, this one will still hit you, and these two will hit you. So that will be a root, plus all 3 hit you. So stand behind her feathers. And wait for her to recall with her E, or for her feather to fade. Because then you're safe to do it. Because you won't have to worry about the E. The Blade Caller does so much damage. And if you're standing in a bunch of her feathers, then when she pulls her E, it's gonna... you're gonna just disappear. You're gonna get deleted. Yautro. For example, if you're against a Yautro, don't throw your TT out immediately at him if it's a projectile, because he's just gonna do this. Hitsugii! Boom. Your TT just got blocked. And then he's going to go and engage on you by using... even if you're a distance from him, he'll use E to dash the minion. Keep dashing your minion until he gets to you. E onto you. Get max damage E. He'll Q you. He'll do a ton of damage. He'll knock you up. He'll ult you. He'll auto you. He'll do a ton of damage to you. Okay? You need your TT to prevent him from doing that. So he's holding his one... so when you throw your TT, he'll just win wall and then you're dead. You're just dead. Be careful of that. Vladimir, another champion you gotta be careful about. Don't just throw your ability willy-nilly, because he'll just do this. If you throw your TT, boom, you'll do what he did. He'll do that. Dodge it, get on you, blow you up with a QE. That's simple with that. You need to know what each ability does. I can't stress that enough. High elo play can't stress that enough. If you don't know what every ability of every champion you see here does, then stay out of range until you do. And you're probably asking, do you know every ability of every champion? Yes, my friend. I know every ability of every champion. You don't need to know the standing. You don't need to know the name. You don't need to know how long the TT lasts. Just know it lasted a decent amount of time. You don't need to know the exact time. Just know it lasted a decent amount of time. And that'll be enough. You know? You don't need that much knowledge on the abilities. You just need to know. And you don't even need to technically know the the cooldown of them, just knowing what they do, and having a rough idea, like, every turn will add roughly X amount of time. Therefore, I have X amount of time to be engaging her. Which, if I remember right, it's like 7 to 12 seconds territory. So that's quite a big window of engage time. Like, if you know what every ability of every champion does, you are ready for ranked. Okay? You can then begin doing ranked. And then, in order to start climbing in ranked, you need to have more knowledge than that. But, as long as you have the basic knowledge of what every champion does, with the, like, what every ability and passive does, then you're good to go. That's the bare minimum you need. If you have that, then you're all good to begin ranked. Anyway, hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry about that like really long run on time after. As I said, you're free to tip at the end of the video that it's just me talking. I might like put a little test box on the screen at the end of the video to like say, hey, that's just me talking about some stuff afterward about like certain things. If you're not interested in hearing me ramble on, talk and stuff, and to here for the gameplay, then you can leave now. But anyway, hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.